That's true. Put it on the bed and then, you know, free canopy bed. That's not a bad idea. How do I'd like to use my controller that I plugged in, please. And by the way, YouTube, this is another boss rush Souls-like. I don't think Souls-like is the right name, but it's a boss rush game. It's a hard boss rush battler, and also it looks awesome. So that's what we're rocking with. We'll have a little a helpful fairy in an adventure type game. Jinky, this game also is like you coded. I don't know why I keep like thinking that about a lot of these games, but it just like, you will meet me later. Start with these 2 stations and clear out the spirit so I can mop. A bucket and a mop, am I right, gamers? Clean out that train. Oh, I got a sword now. This game doesn't explain anything. It just gets right to it. I think people are too afraid of being pigeonholed. I think like knowing your niche, that's a strength. Having a niche, you know? And I'm not talking about having your Indian friend over for dinner. A tunic like, I think it's more combat, less like puzzles. But it just looks cool. I mostly just downloaded it because of the vibes. Oh, okay, we're doing it. What's my, okay, right bumper, that's my, ouch! Oh, it's a 1-hit, awesome. It's a 1-hit game. I'm great at these. You should see my dodging in Isaac, it's impeccable. By the way, Isaac is uninstalled. It will be for a while. Game PMO. Also just kind of bored of it. Getting a lot of Angeline. Well, listen, Isaac is actually a whole 1.5 gigabytes. Okay. Bonk. How do I... Oh my gosh. All right, so don't stand there. It's the boss run-up is a little bit crazy. Kind of a long walk. Anybody watch the House with a Clock in its Walls movie? Is that a real movie or is that just like a fake movie? Because it looked like Goosebumps, which I watched as a college student. It was perfectly serviceable. Okay, I get it. I understand now. How do I hit the guy? Uh-oh! I've been grabbed! The Goncharov movie. You're gonna have to tell me a little bit more about that, because it just sounds like we're saying Entourage. Which I haven't seen. Either. I haven't seen anything, actually. I'm the blind leading the blind. Type beat. Oh, okay. I just wasn't close enough the last... Oh, come on! I just scooched a little bit too far forward. YouTube skip like 20 minutes into the VOD, the video. Vinny Chase, he played Aquaman. Jamer Cameron Aquaman movie. Wait, there's not James Cameron Aquaman. Unless you're talking about The Abyss? Which also, I saw that movie, I think at like my grandparents' house. I think my grandpa, he was a real cinema head. He had a lot of movies. I don't know if he like actually watched them, but he did own a lot of them. He sure loved collecting. And there weren't like a ton of things to do at my grandparents' house when we were staying with them. So it was kind of like a nice little pastime of mine at their place. Just like browse the endless walls of movies. But also he did have a PS2, so every now and then, before we had a PlayStation 2 ourselves, we would kind of just play whatever he had. But the only thing that he really had were, oh, come on. Okay, I thought I died. Did I win? He had a bunch of Ace Combat games, and he had Driver 3, which was like a nice. And he Driver 3 was like a Grand Theft Auto ripoff. But my siblings and I always had fun playing it with like the cheat codes, because I think that's the only way to really have fun with those games when you're like 10, is just, you know, goofing around and getting cheat codes and driving cars into other cars and making them blow up. See, I am surprised that you're having this many issues with the PlayStation 2. Granted, I haven't like hooked mine up in such a long, well, I don't have one anymore, but I used to have one, and it was really just like plug it in with some AV cables, right? Do TVs have AV cables on them anymore, actually, now that I think about it? Because I used to have a TV that had them, but that TV was from like 2014. Not after 2022. Gulp! Uh-oh. Okay, I can see your problem now. I can see the dilemma you're having. Also, man, if you just kind of like go crazy on this guy. We gotta get a PS2 stream. And by we, I mean you have to stream PS2 games. Or something. PS2's a vibe. For sure. I love a PS2. It's like its own thing. Obviously, but like, it was so different from Xbox, you know, because it had good games on it. Also, like, you know, I think PlayStation was the window that American children had into Japanese like culture, I think, as far as like video games went. I got a little greedy. Yeah, I guess like the best way to stream the Wii is just Dolphin. That's what I would recommend for you there. And I think like the actual Wii stuff, I have a Wii U and I have like a capture card. So maybe one of these days, probably after I move, because I think before the move, it's going to be too much work. I.e., I don't want to do it. All right, I'm just getting too greedy. Yeah, I have a Wii U that I haven't opened in, you know, probably 4 years. But maybe we have a little Wii stream. Although I think if we're gonna do a Wii stream, it would be better to just emulate it or something. But at that point, I feel like I would rather just do like a PS2 emulation stream. By PS2 emulation stream, I mean it should really just be. Oh, that I was like between his thumb and his forefinger. Okay, I'm kind of just yapping and not paying attention, which is fine, you know. I'm allowed to do my own thing. I can do whatever I want. It's my stream. A real gamer would have beat this in like 5 minutes, but I saw the tell! You could see the tell! When he does the little finger thing. Also, speaking of the finger thing, so I was on a game show, and I filmed it last year, and my episode has finally come out. So in the episode, when they introduce me, I dodged. I pressed the dodge button. When they introduced me, I don't know what was like going through my head, but I was thinking like, oh, you know, I'll do a little wave at home, like a nice little like, hey guys, hey, hello you at home. And then the way that it looks on camera is like a little, it's like a little like a creature of the night gesturing at you from underneath your bed. Don't worry, I think it's coming soon. I think I've decided I don't care anymore about the law. So keep your eyes peeled on the back channel. "2026, we don't care about the law anymore. Laws are made to be broken." I can send you an invite. Is my actual Discord, I'm pretty sure there's no links to my actual Discord anymore. Oh, is this phase 2? That makes sense, because it was kind of easy. Bro's still hungry. Whoa! I didn't know what was going on there. I didn't know he was doing a new attack. Oh, these are definitely microwaves, it looks like to me. Bront. I pressed the dodge button, you piece. We were talking about this a little bit earlier, but I feel like I want to circle back to it because I don't really know. We didn't come to a conclusion on this. What is it that's like so appealing to, I guess, people with no social skills is really what I'm saying. So this like kind of includes like tweens, but it also includes people in their like late 20s to early 30s who don't go outside of their house much. Like, what is it that's so appealing to like narrating your what is it that's so appealing to those people about like putting the things that you're doing, like that your body is doing, in asterisks? It's like you're writing a script and you're describing how you're thinking or what you're doing. It's like those cringy texts that teens send to their crush or whatever, where it's like, hi Susie, I hope you're having a nice night tonight. Asterisk adjusts collar, begins sweating profusely. Oh, come on. What makes yeah, like the kind of, but like not even like that far, but it is that vibe. But like what causes somebody to think that that's a good idea? Did that happen in media somewhere, that somebody saw and was like, yeah, I should do this, it's cute and not awkward at all? I dodged the button. Did that like originate in, maybe it did, maybe that does go all the way back to AOL, because I wasn't, you know, super in the AOL chat rooms back in the day, so maybe I'm just a little disconnected. But I feel like that was like more of a 2000, like mid 2000s type beat. Oh. I guess so. Maybe it's like, oh, I'm doing something funny and quirky, but I want you to know that I'm doing it. It's not just like a... Okay. Gotta dodge that attack. Please. Please stop doing the attack. I pressed the dodge button! From the OG multiplayer games. Oh, okay. So really it's all supposed to be in italics anyway. Man. I've said it before. It's 1978? Oh my gosh. We gotta give it up to the sick... Well, I'm not really even sickos, just like the misunderstood internet nerds. Although I think we understand them quite enough. I think the idea of a MUD is kind of interesting, but ultimately it's way too... It's a better idea in like concept than it is in execution for me personally. All right. I'm basically just not dialed at all, which is fine. It doesn't really matter. I want to know like what caused those people to think like to continue doing that, because you would think if I saw like one of my physical tics or whatever, or something that I did on the internet, something that I could help, mind you, like if it's people joking about dyslexia or whatever, I can't help being dyslexic, for example. But if it's something that like you can help and people are making fun of you, I'm not saying that like bullying is a good thing. I'm just saying that like it's maybe a helpful mirror sometimes to recognize that like, hey, the thing that you're doing is not, it's not even like, maybe now we're just getting into the weeds here, because there's nothing technically wrong with it. It's just annoying. And really, I guess maybe in 2026, we should be less focused on being not annoying and more focused on like being our sincere and our truest self. But also, there's some things that people just need to stop doing. You know what I mean? Some things that we need... Something we need to leave in the mid-2000s, for example. I don't know. Maybe we do need bullying, but also the lobster in my dreams told me to be nicer to people, so we have to be nicer to people. I had an incredible dream. As most good stories start, I had an incredible dream. Where it was over, like sometimes, you know when you like wake up and it's maybe an hour before you're supposed to wake up, so you go back to bed. And in the hour that you go back to sleep, you experience the most amazing dream of your life. Like feel like I've had some of my best dreams in the hour between waking up early and on time. But yeah, I don't know. In this dream, there was a lobster. I was walking him on a beach, and he was like pinching people and stuff, you know? And then for some reason, this lobster, we end up in like a movie theater. And then in the movie theater, I don't remember what it was exactly, but there's something in the movie theater that caused me to just believe in the beauty of humanity, the complexity, the richness of the human experience. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was about that dream. If you ever lucid dreamed, I feel like I'm at the point in most of my dreams where I can recognize that I'm in a dream and do something about it. And if I can't do something about it, I can usually just wake myself up right before something that I don't want to happen happens, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's Spirited Line. Keep an eye out. This game rules.